Well, good morning. I learned that from Marion. Thank you, Marion. And thank you to the entire U.S. News team for all the work we did together to make this a reality. So thank you. And thank you to all of you for joining today for our State of Equity in America Forum. As Marion said, this is the second time we've done this conference, and it's particularly special to be convening this conference in Washington, D.C., which is also the headquarters for U.S. News and World Report. U.S. News is a mission-driven company that is focused over our 90-plus year history on helping people make important decisions in their lives. We do that through the important journalism delivered in an unbiased and balanced manner. Our reporting breaks down the everyday kitchen table issues and provides context and analysis so that our readers can understand the issues that our country, our states, our cities are facing today. But we are equally proud of the highly respected data journalism that we do and the consumer advice that we do that helps consumers identify, for example, the best college, selecting the best hospital, or even deciding on the best career choices for themselves. Today, we are here to continue an important conversation that we as a nation must not shy away from addressing. Let's put it into context. If we return to the great days, or really the dark days of the Great Depression, we saw major cracks in society. Our economy was falling apart. We experienced high unemployment, rising inflation, deep decline in national GDP. But it was also during this time that U.S. News was founded in 1933 during the nadir of people suffering. The point is that innovation and entrepreneurship, while not often discussed, provided a spark that helped ignite a recovery. It was then, too, that the tallest buildings in New York were built in the 1930s. In darkness, that light brought opportunity and changed the roadmap. It is what we must commit ourselves to do again and again, particularly during moments of greatest challenge. Now, of course, in 2024, we're not in an economic depression, but we've witnessed a prolonged decline in equity. And we must always be looking for the opportunities to do right. We must always be looking for the light. Today, we hope to start down the road and engage in deep conversation, sharing information that will fuel ideas and policies that help disenfranchised Americans, those that seek opportunity, and help avail themselves of the equal benefits of our society. Our conversations will be both broad and deep, focusing on inequities in education, in healthcare, in policy, in elections, and in economic viability. As Marion said, recognizing the enormity and importance of the problems we face, we have convened today an extraordinary group of leaders and thinkers from the highest levels of government, Fortune 500 companies, the country's largest healthcare systems, powerful nonprofit organizations, and leaders from prominent universities for a day-long dialogue about equity in America. Still, it is incumbent on all of us as good citizens to ensure that we live up to a Constitution that says equality for all, but ensure, too, that we have the laws, the policies, the economic initiatives, the health outlooks that work for everyone. Inequality or even unfairness are not Democratic or Republican issues. These are issues that impact real people every day, and they need to be discussed in an open forum to reach real solutions. leveling the playing field is simply an American ideal. Right now, these stark inequities can be seen and felt in every facet of American life. Every hour of every day, there is a person that is left behind due to a lack of equal and fair opportunities. Let me give you a few examples. Today, 70 years after the milestone Brown versus Board of Education decision, Black and brown students still read and perform math below grade level, which has far-reaching repercussions on the opportunities of these young men and women to attend college and to advance their careers. Today, 60 years after the 1965 Voting Rights Act, we are seeing states curtail their voting rights laws, and lawmakers and candidates questioning the validity of elections across the country at every level of government. Today, as a world power with some of the finest and most respected health institutions, we have an infant mortality rate that is higher compared to other high-income countries, and worse, an infant mortality rate that is almost double that in some of our Black, brown, and Native American communities. We must be open to recognizing that inequality is not as simple as saying this is about gender or race. Inequality is far deeper. It is generational, and it is structural. In a country built on immigrants and diversity, and one that is becoming only more diverse, and you can look at the demographic trends to support that, then all of us, be it Black, brown, white, older and younger, red state, blue state, Jew, Gentile, Muslim, Buddhist, and all the rest, we must come together in our shared values and traditions to build a stronger society with an emphasis on inclusion for all. Today, we engage in those important discussions in order for change to take place. Today, we listen. Today, we learn. And today, we think. We are privileged to lean into these conversations with an impressive array of individuals from the public, private, and nonprofit areas. And I thank everybody for making the time. And with sensitivity to that time, I recognize just a number of the U.S. government leaders with us today, including FCC Chairwoman Jessica Rosenworcel, Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights at the U.S. Department of Education, Catherine Lehman, U.S. Representative Lauren Underwood, and Deputy Secretary of Commerce Don Graves. And last night, we are pleased to have a conversation with Rita Jo Lewis, President of the Export-Import Bank of the United States. With these great thinkers, let's work towards fulfilling the ideal that all men and women are created equal and should have equal rights. And let's commit ourselves to a more diverse, more prosperous, and more inclusive society with a level playing field.